The House passing one big, beautiful budget bill this week, and now it's onto the Senate's hands. But Republicans there say the package will need some changes before they can get on board. Not unusual. Both chambers will they be able to come to this agreement that they're seeking before the March 14th shutdown deadline?
Nancy Mace just put the Senate and Zelenskyy on blast, and she is not holding back. She's exposing the reckless spending, calling out the grift, and making it very clear Trump's America First agenda, it's back in full force. Guys, you've got to hear what she said about the budget battle, the Democrats' meltdown, and why Zelenskyy's free ride is over. Check this out.
Thank you, Molly.
I think we'll just start with your predictions. Do you think a shutdown will occur, will not occur? What gives you hope?
I don't believe a shutdown will occur, but I want to say this. Trump asked for a big, beautiful bill, and House Republicans delivered. We listened to the American people. We listened to President Trump and his mandate, and we delivered the framework for budget for the reconciliation process. Now, I am very concerned about the Senate. I think the American people should pay close attention. They should take their number 2 pencils out and take notes to see which U.S. senators, which Republicans are going to support Donald Trump and the mandate made upon them in November, and who does not, because it's very important that we deliver on his agenda and that we deliver for the American people, both on spending cuts, tax cuts, and improving our national defense.
That is a great point as we look at the Senate. And I guess it's worth noting that there is a Republican majority in the Senate and actually a slight majority in the House. That's something Democrats keep pointing to as these negotiations go forward and say, hey, if anything goes wrong here and there is a shutdown, they want that blame on Republicans who are, in theory, though a small majority in the House, the majority. Your thoughts on what Democrats are trying to do there?
Well, we're watching literally Democrats implode on the left. Any possible shutdown, they always blame on us, even though they are largely the reason our country, our economy, and our spending is in such shambles. They are literally falling apart, having meltdowns in public in Congress over the idea that someone as brilliant and as smart as Elon Musk would help Donald Trump find waste, fraud, and abuse to the tune of, he's looking at finding almost $4 billion a day that we can trim from the federal government, from all this spending, the blank checks that the federal government is writing to leftist Looney Tune NGOs, the funding of terrorism, that U.S. taxpayer dollars. We have funded the Taliban. We have given money as recently as last year under the Biden administration to terrorists, to Hamas in Gaza. That's the kind of thing that's been going on, and it can't go on any longer. We're lifting the veil because of Donald Trump, because of Elon Musk, because of that kind of work. And they're just falling apart. I just get your popcorn out and watch. We're going to be more conservative. We're going to protect your taxpayer dollars than ever. And we're doing it because Donald Trump got elected, and he's working harder than any president in modern history.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see some of the language that essentially they're trying to put into as far as limiting executive power as things go forward because of the DOJ effort that's been going on. As Speaker Johnson put it, they want to limit the power of the executive branch. They want us to stipulate in the appropriations bills for the first time in history that certain agencies in the executive branch would have to have a specific number of employees and all sorts of unreasonable, what he refers to as unconstitutional demands. Your thoughts on the way he puts it?
Well, they are deathly afraid of Trump doctrine, whether it is Trump doctrine in foreign policy, Trump doctrine in domestic policy, the tax cuts, the wealth that Donald Trump wants to give to middle Americans, middle-class Americans, the jobs that he's going to create, the taxes he's going to cut, the waste he's going to cut, what he is doing, they are afraid of. And if they keep it up, like not being able to define what a woman is, if they keep this woke nonsense up, we're going to win big in 26. We're going to win big in 28. We're going to continue to win big because the American people see the lies for what they are. Trump's in charge. It is a new world order, and he's the strongest president we've had in history. He's going to continue to show that strength, and the world's going to be better off, more peaceful for it, and we're going to be wealthier, more educated, and more prosperous because of his leadership.
Congresswoman, on the world order point, I want to switch gears quickly to Ukraine. Things got a little tense, perhaps that's an understatement, between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy yesterday there at the White House. President Trump telling Zelenskyy that he was being disrespectful, that he needed to be more thankful, and frankly, that he doesn't hold any cards. Do you agree?
Absolutely. For almost 4 years, President Zelenskyy has come to the White House to grift off of Joe Biden and the Democrat administration. Those days are over. This is the Trump doctrine. This is a man who understands how to make deals. Trump wants peace. Zelenskyy wants to continue war. And we saw that yesterday. We've had the British Prime Minister come to the White House to try to make a deal. We've had Macron, the French Prime Minister, come to the White House to try to make a deal. Everybody in the world seems to understand Trump doctrine is real. It's here. It's now. Go make a deal. He's the only one that didn't get the memo. So he must be an idiot. I mean, we want peace around the world. Trump wants peace. Zelenskyy wants war. And we saw that on the world stage yesterday.
We shall see if there's another meeting somewhere down the road. I don't know. Things didn't leave off very well. But Congresswoman Nancy Mace, thank you.
Okay, guys, before we dive into this, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. It helps get this video out to more people, and it keeps the truth front and center on YouTube. All right. Nancy Mace made it very clear in this video we just watched here. House Republicans delivered a budget bill that aligns with Trump's vision. Spending cuts, tax cuts, stronger national defense. But now the Senate wants to change it. Why? Who in the Republican Party is really standing with Trump, and who's going to cave? What do you think, guys? Should the Senate pass it as it is, or does it need some changes? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Every time a government shutdown is on the table, Democrats try to blame Republicans. But who's really responsible for this mess? The economy is struggling. Spending is out of control. Biden's policies only made things worse. Nancy Mace called out the real reason that Democrats are panicking. They know that Trump's policies work, and they're afraid of the next election. This was a huge moment, guys, when Elon Musk and Trump started talking about war on waste. Mace brought up Elon Musk and his mission to expose the insane amount of waste in government spending. Musk has already identified, guys, nearly $4 billion a day in waste. So why aren't Democrats on board with cutting it? Doesn't make sense. Are they protecting their interests, or are they just afraid of what Trump and Musk might expose? See, Mace echoed Trump's message loud and clear. Zelenskyy has spent years milking the U.S. for aid, and it is time for it to stop. Other world leaders are negotiating for peace, but Zelenskyy seems more interested in continuing the war. Why? Should the U.S. continue sending unlimited aid, or is it time for Ukraine to find its own path? Then let's talk about the Trump doctrine. Mace laid out what's coming. Trump's return means tax cuts, strong foreign policy, taking on the deep state. Democrats are scrambling because they know their time, it's running out. She even said that if they keep pushing their woke nonsense, Republicans are going to dominate in 2026, 2028, 2030. It's just going to keep coming, guys. Do you agree? Will America wake up and push back against the left, or are we going to see another fight to the finish? Let me know what you think in what's going to happen in the next election, guys, especially everything that's transpired this week. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know it down in the comments. Where do you stand on this budget fight? The Senate's role. Where do you stand on the future of U.S. aid to Ukraine? And guys, if you want to support the channel, I couldn't do it without you. Consider becoming a member and helping us bring the real news and conservative commentary to the world. Guys, I appreciate everyone for watching. Yeah, I'm blown away by all the support, guys. You are amazing. I'll see you in the next video.